We got a big day today as Jerome Powell and the Fed are set to make their rate decision at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Bitcoin was touching near the 60,000 mark, bringing the crypto market down with it. And with the SEC versus Ripple case, new details are emerging as they're going to redact big details. That's right. They don't want you to know a whole bunch of things about the resolution, and we're going to share it. That's right, everyone. At 2 p.m. today, look for Jerome Powell and his creepy smile because we're going to be talking about Fed rate decision. Robert Jacobs says, always next month with XRP. I've held for 6.5 years and it's nothing but a joke and has made me shit. I might reach $1 in 2030. Disco Love says, yeah, either automatic moneymaker or I had an expectation of profit and I will make a formal complaint to the SEC. Yeah, wait until you hear what's happening between Ripple and the SEC as they jointly agree to seal details. Dude, come on now. Let's get to that heat map. Bitcoin sitting at 63,802, up from the lows today. We're going to talk about it. ETH 3559. I got the one-day heat map up on the screen. Sol 172. How long until Sol approaches 200? XRP train is back at the station, bitches, picking more people up at 59.7 cents. Arbiter making a healthy move to 168, while XLM is doing nothing still. I mean, like nothing. All right. FOMC to hold the line, eyes and guidance and doubts. Okay, so the big difference regarding this meeting is there's going to be a summary of economic projections, okay? So at 2 p.m. Eastern time, the rate decision is live. At 2:30, Jerome Powell goes on the mic. Well, at 1:45 today, we're doing a live stream, so hang out, hit the subscribe button and notification bell because chat is always lit AF, and you know you can ask me any question you want. But it's expected that the Fed is going to pause. And you're like, Klaus, how big are those expectations? 99% that the Fed is going to pause. And that's why none of us here are worried about the decision. What we're worried about is the dot chart and what the future of this year looks like for rate cuts. We've all been looking, okay, hey, maybe the rate cut is going to happen in May. Nope. Maybe it's going to happen in June. Possibly. Maybe it's going to happen in July. Okay, better chance of that happening in September. Even better. But we're looking at 2 rate cuts this year, and we're going to get more information from the FOMC. The summary of economic projections and the language in the accompanying rate statement relating to future policy moves is going to be what we're all looking for. The question will be, will the Fed raise its projections for growth and inflation? Why is this happening? Well, because we've covered this on this channel. That's how you cover macros, okay? Because recently we've seen CPI heat up and PPI heat up. So consumer, what you and I are paying is more and more and more. The PPI, what producers are paying for their stuff is going up and they're passing the costs on to us. So the Fed is like, whoa, inflation is not under control. What's also adding to this is this. Adding to this, the economy remains resilient, unemployment low, and employment growth is still robust, and we had a weak jobless claims. So yeah, you're still seeing some healthy action in there in the economy. And Jerome is like, well, gosh, you know, we could leave rates higher for longer because people are still paying their bills, jobs are still good, you know, all this stuff. So we're looking at this going, whoa, what we thought was going to be a rate cut by this meeting. Yeah, seriously, when we were looking at this information in October and November, we were like, dude, March, we got a good chance of the March contract coming down for rates would be good because then money would be cheaper, which means more money could flow into crypto, especially from venture capitalists who pour billions into the market every month, but they haven't recently because money is expensive. So now we're sitting here going, okay, we're not going to get one in March. We probably won't get one in June. We might be looking at July or September for the first rate cut. What else is happening? Well, Bitcoin tests 60,000. Lots of liquidations. We understand that. Although there are signs of trying to maintain above 63, the drop in BTC's price coincided with 2 significant outflows from Bitcoin exchange ETFs. This is the ETF action we got to worry about. Grayscale's GBTC alone saw a staggering 444 million exit the fund, bringing their total to about 12 billion. Holy crap. The other thing I wanted to share with you is the chart. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal, right? We got really close to touching 60. As you've seen, since we touched ATHs, we've come back here about $10,000 on BTC. And what you've seen here is that, yes, BTC has gone up, the alts have gone up, not as much as BTC, the majority of them. And when BTC goes down, the alts go more than BTC. But there are winners and losers out there. In fact, look at Toncoin, up 5.5%. What about PayPay? Up 10%. So there are things that are moving. But massive liquidations happen in BTC, and we know that BTC tugs the market. Now let's move on to what's happening with Ripple in the SEC. Okay, so with the case going on right now, the only thing that's left is determining the penalty for primary sales. That's the only thing we're trying to figure out. So they're trying to come up with penalties, and they're trying to come up with resolutions and so forth. And if they can't come up with stuff, we're going to go to a jury of peers, which wouldn't be good because most people are not crypto positive. But here's some shenanigans. They're sealing the data. Come on now. In the ongoing legal saga between Ripple Labs and the SEC, a new development has emerged as both parties have submitted a joint sealing proposal to address shield issues related to upcoming remedies. Former federal prosecutor James Filan shared the details on X. If approved, Judge Torres, the sealing request, would keep crucial details in a remedies-related briefing, such as Ripple's financial statements and post-compliant XRP institutional sales, concealed from XRP and the broader community, which means you wouldn't know if there's any shenanigans. That means we got to go on the dark web and we got to find this stuff and expose it. Because come on now. Tell me you don't want to see Ripple's financial statements to really see what they're doing with XRP. And tell me you don't want to see the stuff from the SEC as well, what they're asking for and what they're looking at. Let's talk about some dates now because we got new dates for when this stuff is happening. Several key dates loom on the horizon. On March 22nd, the SEC is scheduled to file its opening remedies-related brief, okay? So that's March 22nd. March 25th, the parties will convene to identify redactions, and then a redacted version of the brief is going to happen on March 26th. Further deadlines include April 22nd, of which then Ripple replies its brief itself. And then on May 6th, guess what? We're going to have more redactions as well. So all of a sudden now we're looking at this going, well, wait a minute. Why are they trying to hide everything? Why are they trying to hide all this stuff from the public? And are we going to believe any of the BS that's going out there? Now, as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description below. OG fans, you know what's up. You know where to look for the stuff. New fans, welcome. Stuff is down below. Here's that post from Filan. The parties have filed a joint seal proposal to govern sealing issues related to the upcoming remedies-related briefing filed in the case. Now, XRP price action is kind of seen what you've seen with Bitcoin, right? We touched some really juicy stuff here. Okay, I get it. 66 cents isn't juicy, but come on, for XRP, it's juicy. It's juicy. Just be nice here. So we touched that 66 cents. Everyone was all excited. All the influencers were out there going, oh, we're going to the moon. Train's leaving the station. Bits train came the back. And it's like, yo, you can buy more tickets if you want. But bro, the train leaves the station. The train's on a loop. Just remember, that train is on a loop. Now, what we can see in the near term here is that XRP has popped up from the 57 cent point mark last several times. We saw it here at 57.9, and we saw it here again at 57.7, where recently we've been fighting around this 60 cent mark. Zoom out a little bit, and you can see even more degradation in price from March 11th. And what's weird about that is now you're seeing other things out there pop more and more and run their own path. For instance, BNB. BNB is doing its own thing. It's $528 now. Dude, you could have picked up BNB for like 100 something here not too long ago, right? What about all the meme coins? They're doing their own thing too. But XRP is eroding as people are like, okay, I see what's going on here. And the worst part about it is, do you know what we have coming up in 2 days? Automated market makers, which a lot of people are touting. Oh, automated market maker is going to send us to the moon. It ain't going to send you anywhere because the train's going to come back to the station. Why? Because you have this case looming over the heads of XRP and Ripple. So until this case is done, people are going to be like, oh, God, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how big the penalty is. We don't even know what the SEC is asking for in terms of a penalty in regards to this. So until we get more clarity from the case, you're going to see way more pressure put on XRP. And part of the problem is all these influencers out there telling you that we're going to moon. We're going to melt faces. Grown men are going to cry. Well, the only reason grown men are crying is because they're seeing other things in the heat map move like you never seen before. I got an email from Ben a couple days ago. Thank you, Ben, for sending that email. Ben said, Klaus, ever since I changed my holdings and pulled a crap load out of XRP and XLM, my portfolio's up almost 3x right now. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care if you're a maxi. I don't care if you're a fan of dirt. If someone tells you that their portfolio is up 3x since making moves, they made the right decision. But I know there's people out there, oh, bro, you're stupid. You sold. How stupid is that person when they're 3x from making moves? And that's why you're seeing more erosion in the price. More people are looking at this going, well, wait a minute. We're not even holding 70 cents. Well, wait a minute. Now we're not even holding 60 cents. Other things are moving. They're going to where the action is. And that's the deal, lemon peel. People are getting frustrated, and you see it in the volume, and you see it as the price just doesn't hold while other things are moving. ICP, Render, VeChain, BNB. I mean, I could go on and I could pick from all over the place, all over sectors, and be like, hey, look, there are winners out there happening, and people are moving to those winners. Now, when it comes to what's going to happen with Jerome Powell today, look, he's going to take a pause. I know what's going to happen. Someone in the chat is going to be like, bro, they're cutting rates. No, they're not cutting rates. We're not even close to freaking cutting rates because CPI and PPI are way too hot. And job performance is still way too hot as well, which means Jerome and the Fed have not suppressed the economy in order to get things to come down. Remember, what they're trying to do is this. They're trying to take the demand, which is us, right? We're the consumer, and they're trying to lower the demand, right? Because if you lower the demand for something, what's going to happen? Price is going to follow too. That's what we're trying to do with this. Think of homes. Homes are still way too high. How do you get home prices to go down? Lower demand of the buyer. How do you do that? Make them pay more for interest rates. Same thing with credit card loans, home improvement, business loans, credit card. All that stuff is tied to Fed rates. So if people are still spending money like drunken sailors and the Fed's like, dude, we're going to leave rates higher for longer, well, no kidding, it all makes sense. Now, the market has been flowing along with BTC with some things out there making some moves on their own. And for those of you that have played the moves on your own, golf clap to you because you've been making green. Now we're going to be hanging out here for a while because the case with the SEC and Ripple is going on, and now we're going redacted, everyone, which means you're going to see some sheets of paper like this. No, this is actually my training plan for my next race, but you're going to see sheets of paper like this with big black lines through it with the details hidden from the public. I will do my best, as well as others out there, that are going to scour the dark web and see if we can find those juicy deets. Because a lot of people out there are thinking that Ripple's hiding something, that it's all BS. And you know what? If we had exposure to the unredacted files, we could get a lot of answers that we've all been looking for. But join us at 2 p.m. today for the Fed Rate Decision Live with Jerome Powell on the mic at 2:30. If you want to hang out with us, you're welcome to do so. Ask questions. You can ask about the run. You can ask about my upcoming training plan, which looks crazy AF. Also, you can also ask about... yes, electrolytes and repairing. Hell, you can even ask crypto questions if you want. But that's the deal, lemon peel, and I'll catch you cool cats later because this is Agent 69. Yeah, that was my race number. How cool is that? Signing off. See you later.